Welcome back to Let's Play Mobile Suit Gundam Lost War Chronicles. We completed the Federation side, 71% of it, and now it's time to tackle the Principality of Zeon's campaign. Yeah!
隊長、私がこの部隊のオペレーターを務める結城中里伍長です。すでにご存知かとは思いますが、部隊の説明をさせていただきます。我が隊は陸上機動師団の MS 大隊とは別枠で編成された MS 特務遊撃隊です。その特性から世界中の特に危険な戦場での戦闘任務が課せられます。司令官はダグラス・ローデン大佐。隊長のサポートをする MS パイロットはライトウィングを務めるガースキー・ジノビエフ総長、レフトウィングを務めるジェイク・ガンス軍曹の2名です。2人とも超一流のベテランパイロットです。我が軍は物資面において切迫した状況にあり、今後の戦いが苦しいものになることは明白ですが、力を合わせて戦い抜きましょう。
Same basic, way about things as last time with the Federation, only this is pretty much more or less the hard mode. I'll let you guess why.
連邦軍の重要物資を運搬中と思われるミデア輸送機の編隊をキャッチしました。予想される飛行ルート上で待ち伏せてこれを撃墜するのが今回の任務です。敵の護衛部隊との交戦も考えられますが、1機でも多くの輸送機撃破を念頭に置いて戦闘を行ってください。またミデア通過後は隊長の判断で撤退行動を行ってください。
Basic objective to this mission, well, maybe not all the Medeas, but at least one Medea transport that passes through the battle zone. You can take out more than one, but one is all that's necessary. And then after that, you can pretty much leave the battle zone and the mission will be over. Now, the first two mobile suits that you start out with are Zaku 1 and Zaku 2. I think it's more than obvious from the start that for best results, you're gonna want to have a Zaku 1 on every single team member. They also have 3 different types of weapon: the machine gun, the bazooka, and the Magella Top Gun. I probably should have chose something other than the machine gun, but hey, I wanted everybody to have different weapons. Plus, I like machine guns because they are shell weapons. You know, they're machine guns and whatnot. Anyway, basically the same sort of mission structure and, all sorts of things for the Zeon side as it was for the Federation, except slightly more difficult because, I said I was going to let you guess, but I think it's fairly obvious. I mean, who won the war? Federation, they just have better stuff. Better weapons, better mobile suits, just better. And, I'll be collecting a whole bunch of different mobile weapons over the course of the Zeon side of things, but I don't think I'll ever be a match for the Federation until I at least get, good grief, he came in so close! But yeah, I consider this the hard mode because most of the Feddies you'll be going up against all have beam weapons, and there are only so many mobile weapons that you'll get on the Zeon side that have beam weaponry that's very effective. Mostly the amphibious type of mobile suits, but conversely, the amphibious types of mobile suits are very sluggish. Anyway. I know it's been like a couple of weeks since I've done this thing. I said I was going to take a week off in order to relax from this shit, but I ended up taking more than that because... Good God, I really am sick of doing Let's Plays. I've been doing them for like months on end, and it gets fucking out of my mind. I mean, it's not like I've got much else on my plate, but even then, I still can't stand too... Hey, what am I trying to say? I'm getting tired of doing more and more of the exact same all the time. I was thinking of finally going back to my stop-motion channel in order to start doing things over there again. And of course that takes up a lot of time because stop-motion, that takes a lot of time to do anything with. Plus, I can never find a technique that's really all that great anymore. What the glitchy hell? Anyway, you need to take out at least one Medea, and then you're allowed to leave the battle zone. You can stay around and keep destroying Medeas and other Federated mobile suits that come through the area in order to bring up points. But then you also risk losing more points by losing, you know, your comrades and more health and whatnot. I'm already down to less than half, so I'm not in a real good area here. But yeah. Let me think. What is this particular Xeon team made of? I remember the Xeon pilot's name, the nameless mercenary who's doing all the work here. The group leader, I mean, Ken Bender. Ken, whatever his name is. I know how his name is spelled, but I can never remember how it's spelled in a way that makes it pronounceable in my brain. And his comrades are... Fuck. I hate myself. I say I know things, and then I prove that I don't know them. I am a brilliant person! It doesn't help that all I've been doing these past 2 weeks is watching a bunch of Gundam OVAs that actually don't really say much about the war on the overall perspective. All I watched were Stardust Memory and the 8th MS team, and fuck you! Fucking thing. Die! 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 Come on, fucking Medea! And I have to reload! Come on, go down! Go down! Shooting down Medeas is very fucking awkward because fuck all. You have to shoot down the... Maybe I shouldn't be doing this commentary right now. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks since I last did anything. 2 weeks since I last actually played this game. Ugh.
お疲れ様でした。すごい戦果ですよ。なんだか少し希望が湧いてきました。ありがとう。新しいモビルスーツが配備されました。次の作戦から出撃可能です。
But yeah, it's been so long since I touched this thing, and like I said, I am so sick and tired of doing these Let's Plays that I just... Ugh.
我が軍の機密書類を奪って逃走した敵諜報員が離脱支援のための敵機動部隊と合流し、現在ヒマラヤ山中に潜伏しています。敵の勢力圏に離脱される前にこの部隊を索敵殲滅し、情報の漏洩を未然に防ぐのが今回の任務です。雪山での戦闘になりますので、視界の悪さとモビルスーツのコントロールに注意してください。
Just not interested in doing this anymore. I'm sorry. I just don't want to do this anymore, but I know I have to get this done and out of the way just to get it over with. Anyway, I've unlocked a couple of now. I now have a Goof and a Gog. The Goof actually has very abusable stuff to it that my brain can't register because I don't want to do this anymore. No. The Goof is one of the most abusable of mobile suits because of that little boost jump trick that involves you pressing something just before you hit the ground in order to keep boosting. What am I doing? Well, get on with it. Move. Right, the Goof, it's actually kind of not that great for most things. It's primarily a close combat mobile suit, so that's pretty much the only thing you're going to be doing with it a lot, because its ranged weapon, the finger gun, doesn't have much ammo, doesn't do much damage, and can be a little bit inaccurate from what I recall. At least from what I recall. It also has that plasma beam electric rod heat thing, whatever it is. God, I hate gun tanks. That's another pitch you're gonna come across in the Xeon side of things, is gun tanks. They are nasty fucking fuckers. You wouldn't think it, but their firepower and their armor are some of the most annoying things to work around on the Xeon half of this game. I have had more game overs. Most of the problems I have on this side stem primarily from gun tanks. That's all I can say. Anyway, this is basically the opposite sort of mission as you were on the Federation side, where you were looking for this one guy who got lost in the snowy area. Now you have to track him down and kill him. And basically that's the mission over. You can leave the area anytime you want. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go keep building up my points because I think rank is important. And it really isn't unless I'm actually going for other mobile suits and stuff. Another thing about the ranking system in this game is that you also have a rank. You know, a military rank, as it were, where, the better you perform, the more stuff you do, your rank goes up. Your military rank. And that does affect how you get certain mobile suits, as well as the ranks that you get in the individual missions. So basically, your best shot is to get all A ranks on every mission you can, in order to make sure that you get higher military ranks and the desired mobile suit you want. I'm not sure what other specific conditions there are that might affect things. I remember I just looked at a game facts guide in order to figure it all out. Also, the Goof's snipe attack isn't all that great, because it's basically him standing It's actually no fucking better than it is in Journey to Jaburo. Basically. You just stand there and... Okay. Do something. Off the pause screen, please. Get on with it.
Get on with it!
There. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I guess I paused in the middle of something important. But no, the goof is only abusable in that you can really do that good jumping trick to get around everywhere and avoid stuff by either using the heat rod just before you hit the ground, or using a... Actually, it's better that you use the heat rod before you hit the ground than it is with the saber, because the heat rod tends to last longer. That way you get more slide time while you're on the ground. It can also be used with the finger gun weapon for some strange reason. The way I gather it, every time you... The other part of that trick is just any particular thing your mobile suit can do that causes it to make a motion just before it hits the ground, which incidentally means also using the finger machine gun. So that's why the goof is so abusable, because anything you can actually do before you hit the ground while you're doing that boost trick is basically in aid of the boost trick. You can use the heat rod, you can use the finger gun, you can use the saber, and it'll all work. And that's why the goof is so abusable. You can use that trick to get around, make sure nothing will hit you, and you'll be a flying menace. Which is why I love the goof in this game. Especially the goof custom, because, well, I just like the goof custom. It's one of my two favorite mobile suit designs of all times. You'd think the goof would be also as an extension of that, but I think it's just because the goof custom has some very unique design details added to it that I really like it for. That it was piloted by Norris Picard, who... well, whatever. Anyway, we'll see you in the next bit.